got a 2014 Mitsubishi Outlander with no air conditioning. Let's see what the issue could be. It blows warm. I haven't really looked at it much yet. Our AC compressor on this car is all the way down there in the front of the motor. And let me show you the first thing I like to do when diagnosing air conditioning problems. So I've just pulled this car inside and it's been sitting all night. So it's not up to operating temperature. So I'm gonna go ahead and start it. And as you can see on the temperature gauge there, it's cold. Let's go ahead and turn our AC on. Now this applies to most cars. See, AC on full blast. You can already hear that our fans are going. You can hear that fan blowing up here. Here, I'll set the camera right here and I'll go inside the car, turn it off. So hopefully you could hear that on video, but what I'm talking about is when you turn the AC on, I'm not talking about the blower motor, I'm talking about the fans on the radiator. That's the fan I'm talking about. When you turn your air conditioner on in your car, that fan immediately will turn on regardless of engine temperature in order to blow air across the condenser on the front of the car. If that is turning on, we know that everything from the switch to the computer to that fan is trying to get the air conditioning compressor to turn on. However, our AC compressor still is not spinning when I turn it on. So next thing we're gonna do is check for power at the AC compressor. You can see that wire running to our AC compressor. So this plug is in charge of sending power to the compressor to activate the clutch, is what I presume. So let me unplug that and make sure we're getting our 12 volts of power to that plug that we should be. All right, so the car is running in the air. I've got that probed with a pin. I'm hooked to the ground right there, just on the bracket. Got my multimeter. When I touch this pin, so we're getting power to our AC compressor. I'll plug it back in, and the compressor still has not kicked on. You see that clutch? It is not engaged. All right, just to be extra sure, I went inside and I turned the AC off. You can see the fan is no longer spinning. Check the plug, make sure everything's good. See, we no longer have voltage going to our compressor. So as far as I know, everything from the switch to the computer to the fan on the radiator is working, and our AC compressor seems to be the issue. Okay, so we're pretty sure it's the AC compressor that's the problem, right? Well, you really want to be sure because this is an expensive part. And the last thing you want to do is tell them it's going to be an AC compressor, have them buy one, install it, and for the problem not to be fixed. So I took down some plastic parts here. It took me like 5 minutes. Just get a better idea. I'm already pretty sure it's the AC compressor, but I want to get a look at it first, right? And this will also help you for when you go to replace it. If you end up replacing it, you can just kind of get an idea for what it's going to involve. So here's the clutch that's not engaging. And just from a visual point of view, it does look kind of fried. I mean, it looks like it's been hot. Doesn't look too great. It's definitely not brand new. So what I've done is run a battery wire, or rather a wire from the battery. This is 12 volts directly from the terminal. I have our ground hooked up to the same spot we've been using. My multimeter, we'll do a little check here. So we're getting 12 volts from the battery grounded to the AC compressor bracket. And I've unplugged the AC clutch right there. You can see that little barrel connector is for the AC compressor clutch. And without touching it, let me hook up a clip to it so I don't accidentally ground it out. Kind of difficult working by yourself. There you go, so that's not going to touch anything, hopefully. When I touch this 12 volt wire to this alligator clip here, it should click on. So you can see I'm touching. We got nothing. So it seems like, let me give it a tap. Make sure we're actually hooked up here. Yeah, it's getting power. So again, there's the problem, the AC compressor clutch specifically. In this case, it's gonna have to be an AC compressor, unfortunately. I'm not sure where you can get these clutches. Most of the time, you can't just do the clutch, you have to do the whole compressor. And this car having 150,000 miles on it, I'd hate to do a clutch on it for the compressor to go bad, you know? So let's go ahead and we'll tell the customer it's gonna need an AC compressor. Unfortunate, but at least we know for sure that's what the problem is with this 2014 Mitsubishi Outlander.